Good evening, vinyl community. So tonight I'm going to be showing my Dark Side of the Moon reissue. It's kind of one of those albums, in my opinion, that you kind of have to have on vinyl. Um, I don't know. There's just certain albums to me that come to mind that it's just I don't know. It's like they were just made for the turntable. Sergeant Pepper by the Beatles. This record, like Led Zeppelin one. There's just I don't know. It's just for some reason when I think of those albums, I think of the record album. This is the I think the 2011 reissue they did. It was like an anniversary reissue. I think they did their whole catalog or most of their catalog, and I basically when I buy vinyl records, I'll make like a wish list, and this was on there for a while. It seemed like they were readily available, so I just never really was in any hurry to pick it up. And all of a sudden, I want to say like early this year, or maybe it was at the end of last year. It was like all of a sudden they just like Amazon and all the different online record retailers. All of a sudden they just were. It was like they weren't ready to ship. It was like waiting on restock or something. There's always some sort of. It's just like all of a sudden, just one by one. It wasn't like you could just pick it up anymore. So then when that starts to happen, that's usually when I get kind of antsy, and I started looking around, and sure enough, like that's one sign that if something's going out of print or is starting to fade away, you start seeing the eBay people like jacking up the price, and so all of a sudden, the Dark Side of the Moon reissue is going for going from like $25 to 40 and 50. So I made a last minute effort to try to still find somebody to get it, and lo and behold, Hot Topic, the retail store, was had some in stock online, so I had it shipped to the store, and I went and picked it up. And I guess what they're doing is they're going to reissue all these again. I don't know what's going on with the Pink Floyds, but nonetheless, I got mine at the price that I wanted, and I'm glad I did because this is a really good reissue. They did a very good job. It sounds really good too. Yeah, 2011. And I believe they kept it to the true to the original release. Now this was actually, I don't know. I've said it in previous videos, and I try to keep this stuff pristine and my album's in good shape, and kind of a nerd in that sense. Like this was actually on the cellophane. This was underneath the back side of the album, and it's small enough to fit in here, so I kept it with it. Just nothing big, but like I said, it's just the way I am. If you've never seen the contents of what's inside this album, I'm gonna try my best to zoom out here. Okay. Again, a lot of these albums, one of the things that makes it difficult over the years if you're looking for an original pressing is people having like these posters and if they have them in decent shape. Kind of like the Beatles White Album comes with, I think, a poster and a picture, and you know, again, it's just that's what makes it kind of more interesting when you're shopping around. If you're getting an original pressing, it's pretty cool though. I like the fact, again, and I say this over and over again, I like the fact that a lot of these bands are making like replica releases of these albums, because this is kind of part of the fun when you get releases like this and you get to have all this extras. I'm not trying to sound like a vinyl homer, but this is just, to me, part of what makes the collecting kind of superior to digital, in the sense that it's just cool. There's just a lot of cool stuff that comes in some of these, and this is the download card. Which, speaking of, I need to redeem that. I think these are stickers, but yeah, I don't plan on using them. Any of y'all that have any original Pink Floyd pressings, I think this is the same label they used on the actual original. If it wasn't the American release, the US release, it was the UK. But leave me a comment, let me know about that, because I'm not in any like, you know, historian when it comes to record albums or anything like that. I look around, I kind of see stuff. So, but yeah, very nice release by Pink Floyd. Of course, one of the great all-time albums. If you get your chance to get your hands on one of these 2011 reissues, this is what it looks like. Did a fantastic job of the release. The vinyl sounds great. So definitely pick one up if you can get your hands on it for a decent price. If not, keep an eye out for an original pressing, because this is one of those albums that you kind of have to have. Like I said, if you haven't heard this album, yeah, just go get it. It's that good. So, Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd. Thanks for watching again, and y'all have a great evening.